So, in the first part of this video series, we want to create the basic floor shape for our tower and import it to Grasshopper. As you can see, I have divided my screen into two parts. To the left side, we get our Rhino interface, and on the right side, we find our Grasshopper canvas. Let us create a new file in Rhino. It doesn't really matter which preset we use at this point. I will go with the one for metric meters. The first thing we want to do is placing our Rhino curve in the middle of our world on the XY plane. To do this, we will enlarge the top view by doing a double click on the top view icon. Next, we'll select the Control Curve tool in the left toolbar. To make our workflow more precise and convenient, we'll activate the Grid Snap option at the bottom of the Rhino interface. As you can see, our curve tool now automatically snaps to the grid lines. Let us place 3 points to create the first curve. 1, 2, and 3. Now we press the right button to exit the tool again. Next, we want to mirror our curve to the other side. Therefore, we'll use the Mirror tool. We can find it by pressing the little arrow at the bottom right of the Move tool. Let us select our curve and press Enter. Then we click at the center of our world to enter the mirror mode. Notice how we can dynamically adjust the mirror direction. If we press and hold Shift, our mirror axis will automatically jump to the next 45-degree angle. Let's place it on the X-axis and press the left mouse button. We'll do the exact same procedure to finish our shape. When we have placed all of our curves, you might have noticed that the shape is still not closed. We can still select each individual curve. To change this, select all curves at the same time by dragging a rectangle with the left mouse button around them. Next, we'll press the Join command from our toolbar. This combines all curves to one single shape. Now that we have created our floor shape, we want to import it to Grasshopper. Inside of Grasshopper, choose the curve component under the category Parameters and place it somewhere on your canvas. To import our curve shape, we can do a right-click on the curve component and click on Set One Curve and select our shape from Rhino. As you have noticed, the color of our component changed from orange to gray, which means that the curve data was successfully assigned. Also, a preview of the imported curve is shown inside of Rhino. By default, its color is red. Only when we select our curve component inside of Grasshopper, the preview color will change to green. Before we move on, let us quickly create a scribble node and group it with our curve component to keep things organized and clean. From the utility category, select the scribble component and place it over our curve component. To specify the name, simply open its option window by doing a double click. I will call it Floor Curve Import and scale down the size to 18 points. Next, we select both components and press Ctrl and G to group them. To change the group color, we can do a right click, choose color and select a custom value. I will go with white. When we have finished our grouping process, we can drag around both components at the same time by pressing and holding the left mouse button. Now that we have organized our canvas, let's move on to the next part of this video series to create multiple levels for our building.